Just walking around the neighborhood, I saw Max's sign hanging up, and I thought, I'm going to give this guy a go. It was just an instinctual feeling. And I gave him a call, and we went from there. We went on the roller coaster from there. Literally a week before we were hitting the market, we had one last job, or I had one last job to do in the place, and that was have a plumber over to fix a new valve in. And he actually set the building on fire. So, needless to say, things were halted for 14 months. And what was most amazing to me, on a serious note, was that Max stayed with me for that 14 months. And he could have just said, I don't need this, and he didn't. And that was priceless. When I first had a conversation with Max, he said one thing to me in the phone conversation that convinced me to go with him. And I had moved 50 miles south of where the property is that he was going to sell for me. And he said, Mark, I will be your boots on the ground. And he was. It was literally, I would make phone calls and I would say, hey, Max, can you do this? He would always go do it. Might not have been the exact day, but he said, I will get to it. And within 24 hours, he got to it. So it was a massive help, especially during the fire. That alone exceeded expectations. I've personally never known anybody who's had a real estate agent who has given me any of that kind of detail of what the agent did for them. He just knows, he knows people. He puts you at ease. He lets you know that the escrow process is going to be just fine and there's nothing to worry about, because selling a house is stressful. I don't care what anybody says, it's stressful. And Max helps take the stress away. I just think if you want somebody on your team and you want somebody who's really going to work for you and get you top dollar for your house, Max is the guy. Absolutely.